That's a stupid name.
Do you think perfectionism hurts you sometimes?
It used to. And it probably still does, but like I've learned to like say go by 80% rule. Is 80% good? Go for it. Or like for instance, like a small example is like if I'm designing, right? I might spend too long on a flyer when I really just need to cap it like an hour before. And so now I'll just set my time. I know I'm done with it, whatever, and I'll leave it how it is. It might not be perfect, but I'm fine with that. So I guess, yeah, I'm fine with things not being perfect.
That's really good. Because I think for me, like most artists I work with, they're close to like perfectionist or like, I feel like to a certain degree you kind of have to be. I kind of worked backwards. I was kind of like not a perfectionist at all. And I was like just putting stuff out. And what that trained me was that my like threshold of getting better became quicker, right? Like I was like putting out shitty stuff. I would get feedback and then the next one would be better. It would be shitty. I wouldn't like try my best, but I get feedback. I make it better. And so like my threshold of perfect, like even like, shitty stuff that might make now, it might be like in someone's eyes perfect. But for me, I'm like, oh, I just like made this randomly or like in a day or something like that. And when a perfectionist sometimes works with me, it's kind of like difficult for me sometimes and difficult for them too. Because they're like, oh, I don't like how my voice sounds in this song. Can you like change it? And then we record it like, for 5 days straight. And it's like, bro, like no one's really going to listen to this song. So like, let's just put it out and see how it does. Like just have fun with it. But it might be insecurity. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely some artists that do it like, I want my voice to sound perfect. And sometimes I have to like nudge them and be like, yo, we need to like put this out because whatever reason it may be, because I feel like it may never be released, and I feel like the world needs to hear it in this like raw form, sort of. There's some beauty in like not being perfect,
There's some beauty in it. There's efficiency in it. Yeah. There's, like you said, just the reps. That's part of it, right? Like just continuously. It's a muscle that you got to keep
For me,
working.
it's the reps, and it's still the reps, bro.
Still,
like,
it's always a rep.
For me, I feel like I'm not even started till I'm like 30, bro. Like I'm like, what you're looking at right now is just me trying a bunch of shit, and it's working pretty well. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna keep doing this. And when you're 30, you might see more perfectionist stuff, but I'm probably gonna like still, be putting in my reps. But everything right now I'm doing is like my reps. It has been, and
I really don't think it ever ends. I think even when you reach to the top part, like it's a gift and a curse that we're gonna be looking over the horizon. What's next? Yeah. Which is good and bad, but I think it's just about balance, bro. Balancing it all. That's like the key.
Yeah. For me, I just like being imperfect in front of people, like social media has, like I said, I was in social media early days, like posting a picture of grilled cheese or, your cat or something. It's like shitty picture. I miss that, right? Everyone's like too perfect nowadays, right? Yeah. And, I like to show,
everybody's quantized, bro.
Everybody's quantized, bro. And like, I want to show that, like we're beautiful as like, shitty post. If it does bad, who cares? Like, bro, there's tomorrow. And the next post, you're editing it the same way, but it turns out to be double as good because the last one did shitty. And
you think you became comfortable with that because you saw the results through the reps? Like, because for somebody who's not doing that right now, right? For them to start doing that first few steps might be the hardest, right? Those insecure steps of like just getting it out there. Because obviously, like you, like after you do it, this is just how I work, right? This is I'm fine with the reps, right? But like for someone else, like how do they just like it really starts with something internally in them, right? That they need to let go of like some insecurity or some perfectionism. Like they're not confident, right? Like, I think that's where it comes from.
I think for me it was like what I thought. I was like, you hear a song and you're like, I'm gonna make a song like that, and then you make something and it's like nowhere near close. You're like, dude, this is so shit. I suck, right? And you're just frustrated, and then most people wouldn't even post it and they give up, right? For me, I was like, why not just post it? Like, it's funny. Like, I had a good time making it, right? Like, let me just like post it.
I think that's why people like you though. Like, I think that's why like I've people who tune into your streams, who watch your videos. I think they get a real sense of everything that you're saying, like a genuine guy who is just trying to live his best life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's not putting on these facades, who's not trying to pull some crazy stuff. You're really just pursuing what you want, and
Yeah.
I think that's what people gravitate to. Because, like you said, that same person who has that 9 to 5, you know, we might think they're happy, and they could be happy, and it's fine to be happy, and I would be happy with that too. Like as
Yeah.
long as you're comfortable, right? But like also at the same time, they can look and live through you, right? They're like, they get to live a little bit through your creativity and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
things that you're doing.
Yeah. And also like going back to like results and like, you know, seeing like, oh, it's not doing well or it's doing well. Sometimes I would put all into something, right? I would like literally
And
everything.
it fall flat on its
And
face.
it does worse than something I did in like 2 seconds. So I was like, oh, why don't I just do both then? Like some projects I'll do all in, and I kind of detach from the results. I'm like,
Is the favorite stuff the best stuff you like doing, the comedy sketch stuff or parodies? Like what is what is the stuff you really enjoy?
see, like that's what people ask me all the time, and I say it's all of it, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can't answer that. Like I really like making music and I really like making videos, and those are probably the two things. But there's you know a bunch of things under those things, right? So I just like doing it all. I like being myself. You know, however I feel. If I want to draw a painting and I want to post that, I will probably do that. I will probably you know make a sculpture or some shit. You know,
could be the brown Bob Ross. Do you know who? Are you too young?
Yeah,
for-
I know Bob
Thank
Ross.
God.
He's a meme.
my-
He's a huge meme. That's how I know him. So,
That's how he knows Bob Ross. As a meme, bro.
dude, he's the biggest meme, bro.
He would be so disappointed.
No, I feel like he'd be happy. He'd be like, oh,
He'd be happy no matter what, because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
always happy. But yeah,
but I mean, he's an icon. But you know,
and a chia pet.
do you think you'd be happy about that?
I mean, he had to. Someone from his estate had to sign off
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that. Like so.
But yeah, like what makes me the happiest? It depends on the day, bro. Like what you know, tomorrow. What's gonna make you happy tomorrow? Do you know? I mean, it could be you know.
Yeah, some jerk chicken with some.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If I want to be a chef, like, you know,
Right.
the thing is like, how do I blend them all together? I try to be myself through all of them. And so it makes sense why like I'm doing all these things. Like people, you know, some people are like, yo, you should just do music, or bro, you should just make videos. And I'm like, I feel like I'd be bored so quick. Like I feel like I have to do all of it and kind of combine them and stuff like that. And although the growth might not be as rapid if I just focused on one thing, I like what I'm doing, and it's fun and it's exciting. And when I move, you know, back from one thing to another, I'm like, it kind of feels more fresh and new, and I probably get better results because of that.
I've attacked things similar ways, and I've kind of battled back and forth with: number one, am I spreading myself too thin? Number two, am I a jack of all trades and a master of none?
Have you ever heard that full quote?
Give it to me.
So the full quote is jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. That is the full quote. I always thought like, bro, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, bro. And then somebody came up to me, he's like, do you know the full quote?
Say it one more time for me.
Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one.
You didn't make that up, right?
I did not
You
make.
just
You
did
can
that.
search it up.
Okay, no, I believe you. I just
You can legit search
Okay.
because I was actually on a podcast and some dude told me that. He was like,
Wow.
search it up right now. I searched it up and I'm like, you're kidding. Like, how come no one talks about
That's
that,
beautiful,
bro?
man.
How come no one talks
That's
about
beautiful.
that? Because like, you know, you would feel insecure about like spreading yourself too thin,
Right,
right?
right.
And then you're like, wait, like if I'm oftentimes better than a master of one, then what I'm doing is kind of right.
Yeah,
So it's like,
amazing.
dude, like
That's awesome, bro. Thank you for that. That was a good quote right there.
it's a really good quote. And I'm like, because people kind of say it negatively in a way, like Jack.
Well, no, that's why I said it,
Yeah.
because it has negative connotation. Like, yeah, you're good at all this, but you ain't the best at all.
Yeah, but
even
oftentimes
a
better than
master.
master one,
Right,
bro.
right. That's good.
Like,
Which is true, because goes back to the thing, the reps. You got to put in the hours. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. If you want to see the full episode, go check us out on YouTube. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell. Little ding, ding, ding. Hit that thing for me.